Hello, Jessica Frost-Ballas here for Ellen Hutson, and today I'm sharing a trio of clean and simple cards showing different easy ways you can incorporate rainbows into your designs. So let's get started. I love this fun scallop die from Julie Ebersol because it cuts 10 scallop lines at a time, making mass-producing cards so simple. The first way I'm using the die is simply to cut 10 sheets of cardstock in a rainbow of colors. I only show one card here, but you could quickly make 10 cards following the same design. I'm using a variety of Hero Arts Hero Hues cardstocks for my rainbow. Next, I'm using Copic markers to color the scallops in a rainbow, and finally, I'll use Distress Oxide inks to blend a rainbow. So first, I die cut the scallop die 10 times from different colored cardstocks. I also used a ruler to line up the die on a piece of white cardstock and die cut it to use as a guide. Then I temporarily adhered it to an A2 panel of white cardstock. Next, I applied liquid glue to the openings and puzzle pieced in my cardstock rainbow. Once I was finished, I carefully pressed it in place to make sure the rainbow pieces were secure, and then lifted the guide and removed it. For my second card, I die cut a piece of white cardstock with the scallops die, but left the pieces inside. Then I placed a little bit of purple tape on the back of the panel to keep the pieces in place while I colored. There's enough space in between each scallop to easily color your rainbow. I used Copic markers here, but you could use any marker or colored pencil medium. Finally, I die cut another panel and removed the individual pieces. Then I puzzle pieced them back in one piece at a time and blended them with Distress Oxide ink. I like leaving them in the die because it gives them a little more strength so that you don't accidentally rip the pieces when blending. Once they were colored, I set them aside to dry completely. You could also do this technique with regular distress inks, pigment inks, or dye inks, whatever you happen to have on hand. Once all the inks dried, I followed the same process as my first panel by using my template as a guide for adhering the scallop pieces. I really wanted to let the rainbow stand out, so next I stamped the zebras and platforms from Life's a Circus onto white cardstock with VersaFine and heat embossed them with clear embossing powder. I added a little shading to the zebra and colored the platforms with my Copic markers before die cutting them with the coordinating dies. Next, I used my MISTI to stamp the sentiment from Mondo Succulent Pot above each rainbow panel with VersaFine and heat embossed them with clear embossing powder. Finally, I adhered my platforms with regular adhesive and my zebras with foam mounting tape. I love all the different ways you can create rainbows for your cards, depending on what supplies you have and how much they pop behind those cute black and white zebras. And that's it. Thanks so much for stopping by today, and I hope you enjoyed my cards. Please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe so you won't miss any future videos. And don't forget to check out all the Rainbow-tastic Ellen Hutson inspiration all week long. Until next time, have a fantastic day and happy crafting. Bye!